This is my homemade cannabis oil that I've been giving it to her. I just grind up the cannabis like powder, put it in a jar with some coconut oil, put the lid on the jar and then boil the jar for 3 hours, and I'm left with this beautiful medicine. And I have been using the black pure THC that I was gifted from a friend recently but have ran out and have had to make my own. I made this with a mixture of 3 different cannabis strains. The 3 strains were, one was just straight up skunk, the other one was Chemdog, and the other one was OG Kush. So very strong pain relieving strains in this one. But before we give her the oil, I'll show you how I make her health dinner. Now I'm just gonna leave this oil in a bowl of hot water. I'm just gonna leave the jar in there like that, and that will just melt the oil nice and slowly. And while we wait for that to melt, I'll show you how I make her dinner. Now, aloe vera is really good for me to mix in with her mints, because once you prepare it right, it's completely tasteless. So how I prepare it is I chop off all the edges and then soak it in water for around an hour, and that removes all the aloe sap, which isn't good for you or cats. It's not good for anyone. So we wash that all off, and the water keeps the sap coming out, stops the sap from drying and sealing itself in. And so just wipe any remaining sap off the aloe vera. And if you do this right, it should be completely tasteless. I'll have to put the camera down again to show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so I just fillet it like a fish. So, whoop, I've got some orange on the knife from my own juice. But yeah, I just fillet it like a fish, so one side off, and then you've got this beautiful gel, and then the other side. I'm trying to do this for the camera and making a bit of a mess of it, but I have developed quite a skill. So you just want to fillet all the green off, and you'll be left with a nice fillet slab like this. And then, once I've got my filleted slab, I put it in her food bowl, and I get a fork, and I mash it up. Now, I break it all up, and then I tend to beat it as if I'm whipping an egg. I don't bother putting the aloe vera in her juice because she's quite happy to eat it when it's mixed into her kangaroo mints or organic beef mints or chicken. Oh no, she doesn't like it with chicken. She needs that red meat blood to disguise whatever flavour's left in the aloe. I also... where did I put the salt? I also like to sprinkle a bit of pink salt to make it a bit more palatable for her. As you can see, it's starting to really whip up like egg whites. And after you've got it all whipped, see some of this. I'm using one hand, so I'm very rough and sloppy. But we'll get this kangaroo mince, put it in here, and start mashing again. Now, with her cancer treatment dinners, if I don't use aloe, I will either mix fennel or parsley. And that's basically what I can get away with mixing into her food at the moment. If I try and mix turmeric in, she doesn't like it. She's really not into kombucha. So yeah, just mash, 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 mash. And the meat starts infusing into the aloe, which she loves. If there's any blood at the bottom of her meat container, I'll pour that in as well. Now that's a fair bit of aloe vera for a cat, but once again, she was diagnosed with a terminal tumor in her face, and the vets were quite happy to put her down last week, but all these combined treatments have left her looking and acting completely better. Ugh, sticky aloe vera. So, we've got our food here. We'll just put that down. Sandal, are you hungry? Come on! She'll hopefully come and eat that. We might have to get her because I do want her to have something in her stomach when she has this cannabis. I was about to say cannibal. Come on, baby, time to get up. Yeah. Oh, she's like, why are you waking me up, Dad? Why are you waking me up? There you go. Now, because of the aloe vera, sometimes she won't eat it straight away. I shouldn't film her because she might get grumpy. She likes to be left alone when she's eating. But yeah, sometimes if I put aloe vera in it, she won't eat it straight away. But give her an hour or so and she'll get hungry enough to eat it. And now we can see that this cannabis is almost completely melted, which is awesome. And I'm going to strain it. As you can see, I'm just working on the spot here. I thought I was being really good having the aloe vera prepared, but I've lost my little strainer. Okay, I've got a big one. Okay, I've got a big strainer. Just all those little particles of cannabis. I don't actually mind them in there, but they get stuck in the syringe, which is really annoying. So pour all that in there. Let that sit upside down for a bit. Just like that. And the syringe, which I broke this morning, is now fixed. And Sandal is happily eating her aloe vera and kangaroo meal. And it's all ready to go. Okay. Now let's see this. That. Now I'll have to just pop the camera down for half a second while I grab the turmeric. This is really, really, really good, high quality organic powdered turmeric. And I'm going to put in about that much. Now if I put that in her food, she would not eat it. So the turmeric and the cannabis oil, give it a bit of a swish. Use the syringe to, yeah, there's that nice colour we want from the turmeric. And the turmeric is being activated. This turmeric I buy has 1% or something pepper, which really aids the absorption. And the coconut oil that I use to make this cannabis oil helps the turmeric absorb into your system even more. Now I can't do the one-handed syringe thing, so I'll have to put it down again. And tried that trick last time, it didn't work. Okay, here we go. And we have a full syringe of cannabis and turmeric oil. Beautiful syringe full of that golden love. Now Sandal's still eating. Still eating, Sandal? So she's getting that aloe vera, that nice red organic meat as a beautiful base to absorb this cannabis oil. I don't want to interrupt her while she's eating. Everything's ready to go. Well, while I wait for Sandal to finish, I'll put all her stuff over here. I'll finish making my juice. So I've got kale flowers, chamomile, and oranges. Let's get that in the light. So that's just my health drink for fun. Oh, Sandal's finished. Sandal, don't run away. She's like, you're not getting me this time. Putting strange things down my throat. I'll be back. Come on, girlie. It's okay. Come on, you did so well this morning. Okay. Time for Sandal's cannabis treatment. Now, turmeric can stain and get really messy. Sandal's not in the mood for it, you can tell. It's okay, baby girl, I know. And then in the hatch. Now, if you just wedge the syringe between their teeth, they'll naturally open their mouth up. And if you tilt their head back, it'll go down really nicely. So it's just a matter of gentle squeezing. Oh. Gentle squeezing and keeping that head back and just triggering open the jaw. What a good girl, Sandal. So good. Now, part 2. Now this is a fair bit of hash oil. This is probably how much one person would have just for a good time. Oh no, I broke the syringe. Fuck. Oh well. You saw me give her one. I'll have to fix the syringe and deal with the rest of it. But that's how we do dinner and aloe vera dinner and cannabis dessert for a little healing tumor kitty.